afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is brunch time with Mayegun this hot afternoon. Live. As you are joining us, remember, after reading the caption of the broadcast, please like it, share it, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends. Tell them that the Temple of Truth is live. Then you can sit back, relax, and engage with others if you want.
Lórí Facebook, and yes, lórí YouTube, and yes, Bàbá Gbéwúrẹ́, and yes, Ijó Ìgbádìyẹ, and yes, Presido Barufio, and yes, Igoni Namboje, and yes,
Sorry about that. I am roasting, so I have to keep the windows open. Now, also remember, this is the program where you can phone in just anytime you feel like. If I get to see it, I will pick it and speak to you. On this platform, we have those who have become sworn enemies of truth. And somehow, they still never want to miss out on the vital information from these rogue, illegitimate criminals ruining Nigeria. Mayegun's Diary Political has always been the place where you are not really supposed to be friends. We're just supposed to be, supporters of one another. Where information that we believe that if you have access to them, you are likely going to, take an action that will be contrary to an action you would take if you do have access to such information. And then you make use of that, which means an informed mind is a reformed mind. An uninformed mind is a deformed mind. On Mayegun's Diary Political, exposing criminals is not lack of patriotism.
And yes, Lórí YouTube, and yes, Bàbá Gbéwúrẹ́.
Just a few months back,
And yes,
this they were all over your faces on social media, even in their newspapers. As those they are paying 20,000 naira every month to peddle lies and gaslight the citizens as they were busy on social media. There are other foot soldiers in their main media in Nigeria. They were busy congratulating themselves for completion of the Nigeria refineries, Port Harcourt refineries. You remember?
and yes,
Then we came here, we said, well, we have questions. Then upon asking questions, we discovered the lies. In fact, more lies. Rather than for the citizens to be alarmed that their country spent over $4.5 billion to rehabilitating a moribund refineries. And within just a few days after celebrating the opening of this refinery, a refurbished refinery, a few days after, they shut it down again. According to them, They were carrying out another maintenance. Well, Dangote has said it right now. His own figure is even staggering. According to Dangote, Nigeria has spent over $18 billion since 1999. And guess what? Not a single refinery is working in Nigeria right now. Not a single one. Scary. The criminals who perpetrated this are parading themselves as leaders in Nigeria. A country that, rather than punish criminals, actually compensates them. Depends on the camp, on whose camp you are. APC, Egbekegbe came to to legitimize corruption, terrorism, and name it. So Dangote said, $18 billion spent. And just a few hours after that statement, the new NNPC guy, the one that replaced the crooked Melek Yari, Ojulari, announced that they will be selling the Nigeria refineries. It was Obasanjo who first said it, though, that if those refineries can never work. We'll dig into that. So tell everybody that Mayegun today, and that is just one among other stories. Tell everybody. What you get here? So today. Now, good afternoon to you from here in the city of Glasgow, Scotland, United Kingdom, in that order. You know, and good morning to you. Depends on what time you are as well, you know, and good evening to you as well. Just top of the moment to everyone, okay? So I took a 24-hour break, and this is me back, loaded, and the snippets from the happenings from that contraption. I have a few of them for you, and it is, in fact, should be a mind-boggling and worrying kind of like a news for those who cares. But nobody really cares about that contraption per se, genuinely. And if there are those who cares, they are possibly in the minority. You see, the criminals running, should I say running, or ruining Nigeria, this APC, Egbekegbe, they have mastered the art of deceit. They have mastered the art of, blackmailing. They seem to have somehow upgraded their propaganda. As stupid as some of the propagandas are, it seems that the most potent weapons of the APC, Egbekegbe, is the ignorance of the majority in that country. A country where critical thinking is in short supply. And those who can think critically among them, rather than help to salvage a country that is, Sorry about that. So many of them, the critical thinkers, have, devised the means of, monetizing such by taking advantage of this rotten system to feather their own nests. And then if you then have other critical thinkers who can see the who can see the danger at which the trajectory where the APC, Egbekegbe, has been taking Nigeria, followed by the never seen before institutionalized propaganda, lies. So you can't say they are so smart in their lies and propaganda. No, they are not. But they rely solely on the massive number of ignorant, selfish, self-centered, low IQ Nigerians who can see the immediate danger that the actions of these rogues actually causes. Now, let me break it down for you to understand. Nigeria is presented as a very poor country. By all standards, right? It is believed that the wealth of the land is kind of, limited to the hands of, few. who have managed to control the political, the economical, including the security architecture of that country. It is like a gang-up takeover. And some call them crony capitalism, in such a way that they see Nigeria, this minute few, they see Nigeria as a cash cow. And if you want some for yourself, right, you know where to belong. And belong means if you belong to the establishment, the criminals in government whose intention is not to institutionalize probity, accountability. Do you get what I mean by that? It means if you have a very big population, and then it is believed that for every part of the country, right, is blessed with at least a natural resource or natural resources in commercial quantity. Commercial quantity means if they are well utilized. You see, the population may be a thing, but the level of poverty, the level of lack in the midst of plenty would actually be reduced than what you have right now. So then these unpatriotic elements, right, who have been making all these decisions, cornering all of these, resources for themselves, they still turn around to blame the citizens. Like, that's why I said, you see, if you take a look at their actions, you will be too dumb. In fact, you must be so dumb to ever accept any form of blame in what is going on in that contraption from these criminal politicians, right? In a way that you can say, oh, well, we are all to blame and all that. No, we're not. The only blame you have here is that having known the truth of anything, there is no point in looking for excuses, in looking for reasons to defend the absurdity. Now, that may be your own personal blame, but their actions, right, as much as it's so negative on the millions of people, can also be positive if their intention was meant to be positive. But you know it is not. It is not. So this APC, Egbekegbe, who have now dipped Nigeria into, oh my God, into this economic damnation, they continue in that trajectory. So you as a person, as a citizen, take a look at this way. Take a look at it this way, right? They used your name to go and take a loan of $4.5 billion. Listen, and borrowing is not bad if it is used or utilized for the purpose it was taken, right? So they used your name to go and take $4.5 billion with God knows conditions. And the intention, according to them, was to rehabilitate all your refineries, your Port Harcourt, Warri, where else? So that these refineries, both of them combined, according to them, if they are working in full capacity, they will be able to refine over 400 to 500, like about 500,000 barrels of crude oil every day. Now, that one is not a good investment for a country that is poor and the living standard very low. And you want to help them. Okay, you know what? The only way we can stop paying so much money for importing finished product to Nigeria is to go and borrow money so we can fix this. Good, yeah? So they took the money. Rehabilitation and maintenance started. But guess what? They were just on the surface. Because at the end of the day, these guys spent more money in the media, telling Nigerians that the refinery is working than them show working, to show people and say, listen, here, we have fixed the pipeline that brings crude oil to this refinery, okay? So now, we have sorted that. Since we fixed that, we'll fix this refinery as well. Now, here, look at this data. These are the crude oil as they are coming in. This is what we are producing. And we are doing so enough that we are refining, for example, 14 million barrels of crude oil every week. You know, figure something that you weigh these streets. can feel it. Now, if they feel like, you know what, we want to be a socialist, because this Olori Brukus will be telling you that market forces will determine this. They removed electricity subsidy. Your electricity tariff jumped from zero, just jumped from whatever percentage it was then. It jumped by 300%. 300%. Oh, that's how much you are paying for darkness. All right. So there are policies which also increased import tariff for a country that is import dependent too. All of these things, you, the end users, what? You will be the ones feeling it. So when they told you that, oh, we're not giving money to the importers anymore, let them bring it and sell it for whatever price, they lied to you. I said it on this platform. They lied because there's no real evidence to back that they are not giving these guys money. It is called dollar subsidy. But one day that is also going to come to light, right? Now you took 4-point-something billion. She automatically, importation of fuel in Nigeria should end straight up. I'm not even talking about Dangote now. I'm talking about these rogues. APC, Ebekegbe, when they came in, they said subsidy was a scam. That was why Bokuwari removed your subsidy 3 times. I don't know if some of you even remember. 3 times. But rather than for the money for subsidy to reduce, the money for subsidy tripled, quadrupled, quintupled. So, was how much you are paying for fuel. Meanwhile, they took 4-point-something billion to fix your refinery. So if refinery was working, refining 300,000 barrels of crude oil every day, that would automatically give you a substantial millions of liters of petrol, millions of liters of diesel, millions of liters of this, which one they use for jet fuel? Is that not what you call it, jet fuel? You will have all of this. And you see, just like that, importation of fuel will dry up. Just like that. You don't even need to pay anybody in the media. Now that refinery is working, Nigeria is going to save money, Naira is going to be strong. Is that not what they told you? Didn't they tell you that their refinery is going to make Naira strong? Naira is strong now. From 149 Naira official exchange rate, 149 Naira to $1 in 2015 to 1,600 to 650 Naira to $1 in 2025. But these voodoo economists, these paid acts, these unfortunate souls, these destiny killers, dream killers, and they are vuvu sellers. They are telling you that you are still going to feel it later. I came here, I said, you won't feel anything than more hardship, more shaking. They said, I know they wish Nigeria well. People where they destroy Nigeria are paying people to come after those who are exposing them as those responsible for not wishing Nigeria well. They say, now my wish, don't make Nigeria work. That's how deluded and how, God, how lost some of these souls are. Meanwhile, they are victims of all these actions. So these actions, $4.5 billion to renovate refineries. And guess what? The moment the refinery is working, that was the same season. The importation of crude oil, importation of petroleum to Nigeria also doubled from Malta. The story behind it was that they have their own blending plants in Malta. Before Tifnumbu in 2023, the total imported fuel from Malta was put at 16 or 17 million, no, not billion, $17 million for the whole 8 years of Bokuwari. I don't know where they were getting theirs from, by the way. But within the first 2 years of Tifnumbu, when NMPC gave the right to import to Deji Ohando of Deji Tifnumbu, within a year, the first year, 2023 to 2024, the imported fuel from Malta, blended product from Malta, increased from $16 million to over $2 billion. $2 billion. That is how much dollars provided for Wale Tifnumbu in a single year to bring fuel to Nigeria. But they told you that they removed subsidy because they paid some idiot on social media. How could you have a refinery working and people are not feeling it? Why do you need media to tell people that they should celebrate a refinery that is now working? when in fact there is nothing. So if you want to be a socialist government, as they present themselves, they share food, they share money, but they will tell you it's the market force that will determine this, as if to say they are capitalist, crony capitalist. Do you understand? So market force will determine this, market force will change that. Fine. Now that you have your own working refinery, shouldn't that reflect in how much you want to sell it? Now your crude oil, the crude oil is yours. The refinery is yours. The money you use in putting all this together belongs to the people. These same people are those who have been into hell